Hashtag Chrome Music Lab. All right. Today we're going to be talking about Chrome Music Lab. What is Chrome Music Lab? Chrome Music Lab is a collection of applications that are all open source. They're all web browser based, which means that anybody who has a web browser can go online and start using them. The one that we're going to be looking at, focusing on today, is called Songmaker, and it is a step-based sequencer, and we are going to use that to learn about music. And but before we delve into the computer, I want to show you some real live instruments first, because that's really what brings the music alive. So when you use the step sequencer, the notes that it has are do, re, mi. So I want to show you what it sounds like to play do, re, mi on a couple different instruments here. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That uses a different scale. That's an Eastern scale. The do, re, mi is based off of a Western scale. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now this is a step sequencer. This is the most similar to what we're going to be using in the Chrome Music Lab. This is about 10 years old or so, and it's been discontinued, but I discovered it and I realized it's kind of like a player piano except for a harp. Now, the harp is tuned diatonically like in the major scale. It only has do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, just like the Songmaker app, and just like the harp and when we were just playing white keys on the piano. So I'm going to show you something here. It's going from left to right, and that is the timing that it's played. So whatever this is passing over, what's played. Now when I go up and down, it's playing the do, re, mi notes. Do, re, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. All right, we're going to pull up the Songmaker app here. There I am. All right. So just like the tenori-on, it's like a step sequencer, left to right, and then up and down is the tone. So let's check this out. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do. Anyone can sit down with Songmaker on Chrome Music Lab or a grid-based step sequencer, press a bunch of buttons, press a bunch of notes, make some music. But what my goal is with this is you're really only limited by how much you understand or the depth of what do, re, mi means to you. For some people, do, re, mi just means, do, re, mi. But for me, I've studied music for a long time, played music for a long time, and specifically focused on do, re, mi. And the more that I learn about it, instead of I feel like I used to be always trying to learn new things, learn new ideas and stuff, but the more that I'm doing music, the more I just go back to that and realize if you can really internalize what it means and the depth of what it can mean, you can really tap into a lot of creative potential here. So one example is do is one note, it's true, but it is also a part of it's a part of different harmonies, different melodies. It's, do is the root of the 1 chord. It's the 3rd of the 6 chord. It is the 5th of the 4 chord. And right now, we don't have any context to even understand what I'm talking about, based off of what I've talked about today. But what I want to do is I want to give you a deeper understanding of how these 7 notes that you could play on any instrument can then be played in a sequencer, and how, for me, just learning do, re, mi, like, if I can understand how on an instrument to play do, re, mi, I can play a ton of music on it. And that's really how I get better at playing an instrument, because I just use what I understand about music on that instrument. Pretty soon I can play it, I can transpose it to different keys, and just basically use it. I can be really creative because of my understanding. And this understanding is not necessarily essential to play music. Tons of people play intuitively, and you don't need to understand all this stuff. And this is just my way of understanding it. There's a lot of great musicians who have theoretical understandings that are based on the same ideas, but they think about it differently. But what I've found through teaching is that kids can learn this. It's a great foundation, and also for adults, it helps give them a more comprehensive understanding, because they might only understand it from one perspective. And after a while, being a musician, they start to feel stuck, and they're not really sure why, so they start trying to learn new things. What I found is if they go back, develop, refortify their foundation, pretty soon they have a lot more to draw from. So that's the goal. I'm just going to make a couple of videos, and it's really all going to be focused on how to understand music based off of this Chrome Music Lab, and then how to bring that back. You can make songs with it, but then also apply it to whatever instrument is the instrument that you know. All right, so Chrome Music Lab, there we go. All right.